My husband insisted that I apologize to his female best friend because my honesty hurt her feelings. You guys are not going to believe this. My husband, Eric, stood in our kitchen, face red with fury. You're apologizing to Nina tonight or we're done. He was demanding I apologize to his friend for daring to feel uncomfortable about their way too close relationship. And I looked at him, at the man I'd shared 5 years with, and I barely recognized him. For months, I watched their relationship cross every line he swore didn't exist. His phone lighting up at midnight with her name, canceling our anniversary dinner because Nina needed emotional support. The spare key to our apartment I never knew he'd given her until I came home early and found her on our couch, shoes off, completely at home in my space. I'd finally confronted him 3 days ago about the credit card statements. $8,000 at Ember and Oak, an upscale wine bar downtown, where they'd met every Thursday for 2 years. Receipts showing $60 to $70 tabs, the kind you rack up over long, intimate dinners, not quick friend catch-ups. Eric had called me paranoid, controlling, jealous. He made me feel crazy for noticing what was right in front of me. So when he demanded I apologize to Nina for making her uncomfortable with my attitude, something cold and clear settled in my chest. Fine, I said. Let's do it properly. At her place. With her husband Kyle there too. If I'm apologizing, everyone should hear it. Derek's face lit up with relief. He actually thought he'd won. I spent the next 2 days gathering everything. Screenshots of texts where Nina called him the only person who really understands me. Photos from their Thursday dinners, buried in his cloud storage. Gift receipts. A $200 scarf for her birthday. Expensive champagne for her promotion. Flowers sent to her office with cards that read, always thinking of you. Saturday night arrived. We sat in Nina's pristine living room. All staged Instagram perfect decor. She wore designer jeans, silk blouse, makeup flawless, playing the gracious host, ready to receive my public apology that would cement her place in Derek's life. Kyle sat beside her. When our eyes met, I saw everything I needed to know. He looked exhausted, resigned. The same expression I'd been wearing for months. He knew something was wrong, but had been told he was imagining it. Derek settled into his chair, giving me an encouraging nod. Nina folded her hands gracefully, her smile barely concealing her smugness. I pulled out my phone with steady hands. Nina, I owe you an apology. Her smile widened. Derek relaxed visibly. But not for the reasons you think, I added, and the temperature in the room dropped. I handed my phone directly to Kyle, watching his face as he took it. For the past 2 years, Derek and Nina have been meeting every Thursday at Ember and Oak. They've been having late-night text conversations about feelings that cross every boundary married people should respect. Kyle's eyes moved across the screen, reading the first message, then scrolling. The color drained from his face. Derek shot to his feet. Kyle, don't listen to this. She's taking things completely out of context. Kyle's voice cut through Derek's panic like ice. He didn't look up from my phone, just kept scrolling. Nina, he said, his voice terrifyingly calm. I didn't ask if you slept with him. I asked how long you've been having an emotional affair, while making me feel crazy for noticing. The parallel to my own experience was almost poetic. We'd both been living the same nightmare. Derek's face flushed with rage and humiliation. Arya, you're destroying everything. This isn't what I meant. You demanded I apologize in front of both spouses, I said, smoothing my dress. Done. You threatened divorce if I didn't comply. Well, Derek, consider this my answer. I looked at Kyle one final time. I've sent you copies of everything. You deserve the truth. Derek grabbed my arm as I moved toward the door. You can't just leave. I pulled free, leaving red marks where his fingers had been. No, Derek, you need to talk to your lawyer. I'm done being the understanding wife in a 3-person marriage. Derek filed for divorce a week later. I hired Victoria Chun, a lawyer known for crushing manipulative spouses in court. Nina and Kyle split within weeks. So I didn't bow down. I didn't apologize for seeing the truth. I exposed it. What would you have done in my place? Have you ever had to expose a betrayal like this? Tell me what you think in the comments below.